Yo, fuck. Max lost today. Well, considering the temperature of the market, I was not gonna let myself go past here. It was a very rough day. A little bit of light in the morning, a little bit of hope, and then I just could not catch a break. Went all the way down to 800 red. Um, Told myself, all right, I was done, and then what's it called? SONN was going again, and just took very small size. Got about $100 back, gave back 50 again, and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna stop there. Go next. 32% win rate. Really just felt like I could not get anything going in my favor today. Nida green on a single stock. SONN red. DIC red. All of them can get much going. Yeah, not a big deal. I'm not too. Don't get me wrong. I was angry, but I'm not too mad anymore. It is what it is. It happens. That's where we go next. Do a little bit of review. Kind of try to see where we went wrong. If it was all me, if it was all market, if it was me being overzealous. Trade right there off open, trying to see if MOGO, this candle wants to go green and break 50. It did not. Tried a couple times here. Didn't want to make a real push. I think I was a little bit over aggressive.
I just got filled.
Took that one there for a pretty decent wiener.
36
Winner. Now we need through 64, but how this thing was moving, it's very ding 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 ding. 5 cents there. New candle opening up at a high of 69. Dip around 64, maybe a little under. Seems to be holding there through 69. Sold down prematurely there. This was not. It was not easy.
Fucker, can you?
Kind of holds that bottom again right there, adding a little bit high. Gotta sell that one for a loss. I thought I was a little bit. I had a bias because this thing gapped up to $4. 432 is the all-time high on the daily. So I was like, surely we didn't do this big gap up in the morning for nothing.
Oh, call them.
And they did do this big gap up for nothing because I'm pretty sure it never broke 4 today.
I don't know.
Come over this DAIC. It was very small spreads at first, but the tape was not very readable. Try to get in for this huge bottoming tail on this candle. Want to see this break through 78 and some continuation. Getting in at the high there. It's not what you can be doing on a cold day. Did that quite a few times today, so that's one of the mistakes I made. Getting in at the high again, trying to give it a second. No. Taking losses because of it. There we go, Prince over. Now we need through 11. And pretty sure it goes without me because I added it high too many times. Made me scared of it, and then bang. Should have been in.
So I kind of don't want to.
Halt low was right there. I figured they're going to push to it. Adding to that previous high. Want to see it 48's that halt level. And I sold too early when the bid was still down at 35. A ton of small little errors today that on a tougher day add up to a big red day. adding high quite a few times. Here's a decent winner. Back through 48. Candle going green through 50. Sell. Push through 50. Bang. Couple pretty decent trades there. Push to 12 now, I'm thinking. Not happening yet. I'm up $100 profit on it. There's a small loss, being too aggressive. Oh, this candle comes back. Candle goes green, buying high through 12. We need not want to do it there. Buyers rolling in high at 12. I'm getting in high. Selling it for a small loss, and it was a weak break at 12 there. That should be a sign for me. And I think I try it.
Shit, retards.
No way I take this for loss. This candle going green. Oh no. Grandma reactions. It's definitely cooler than the hotter days that we had last week, and I feel like I failed to recognize that early, or I should say I recognized it but failed to trade accordingly. So yeah. IINN. I need to not try to trade these, at least the way that I normally try to trade. These spready, teleporty, dog shit names. I don't know why I find myself trading them. Right under 50 here, dip on, what's it called? DIC. Adding before buyers come in, thinking it's a lot stronger than it actually is there. Once again, I think it's the theme of the day. Just treating things like they're a lot stronger than they actually are. Getting in high. High is 13. I see a speck of buyers and get in like it's going to make a big push. This one looks like it might make a push. And I think I'm in a lot lower than I actually was on this one. Not sure why I'm still holding this. Like, that was an unnecessary, how was that, 10+% loss? When it could have been close to break even, cutting right there. Yeah. Things just not being as strong as I'm thinking. I don't know why I didn't adjust and be less aggressive. Took a free one here on SONN. This was the only winning trade I took on it, I think. This thing is just going straight up, so I just hop in to try to ride it up. And for some reason, I sell there. When a stock is actually strong and actually making a push, I sell it 10 cents too early. I get out there at 78, breaks that 80, goes up to 87. Could have been selling there like at 84 at the lowest probably. Now I want to see it make a push through 2. Candle trying to go green. Oh boy. Adding high, get absolutely shit on. Got flushed on there. It's not strong enough to be taking those kind of risks, and just like that, I'm already red $400. So these are all trades that like had a pretty good chance of maybe working. I should say a lot better chance of working last week. and not having such bad repercussions for taking these risks. But on days like it has been this week and today, especially, it's just these hurt a lot more when they don't work out. So need to recognize that earlier going into the future and
take my tequila at 7:30.
Just have my foot constantly on the gas pedal until I'm just ready to let off and coast, you know, instead of trying to push these in ways that they're not ready for. Here's another $100 that I get back here. Through 3 ELWS looking strong. If I want to see this through 3, I should already be in instead. Getting at the high. Boom. 302. Taking that for a healthy loss. Wait a minute. Oh, I get most of my shares out at 98 somehow. That's why that was such a gnarly loss. So yeah, these are just sketchy stocks that I can't be taking these risks on. That is the lesson I'm taking away from today. Because last week, a lot of these trades would be completely fine to be taking, but on a day like today, they're just they're just not going to be worth the risk. Because even when these were going today, there was very weak breaks. Break of 2 only goes 203. Granted, the day label's there, so that has some context for being weak, but just can't be, yeah, just can't be treating these like they're as strong as they actually were. Let's see, took a couple good trades in here. Want to see it go here on this candle. Adding for it through 27.30. Doesn't get through 27, so I'm selling. Decent trade there. Now we need through 27 to get through. Want to see it through 30 right away. Selling when it's not going. That's for half a cent. Nothing wrong with that. Want to see it hold higher and make that push through 30. But I cannot be buying at 30 at the resistance level. Catching it there, and look at that break. Very weak. Get out at 30 for 1 cent there. Dip into 28.27. Soaked 28 there. Adding at the turn.
Wait, I'm so dumb.
Trying to give this one a second once it continues through 38. Selling there when it stops at 35. Decent trade there as well. Adding back. Yeah, I'm glad I cut that one quick because that was in high. Want to see it go on this candle. Oh.
That's fucking brutal.
Oh, there we go, adding at the high.
What?
Like you're a dumbass. So yeah. Theme of today. Just being way too aggressive and taking way too big of risks on stocks that will punish you too much for those risks. It's a cooler market than it was last week. Today was especially tough. These were very choppy. Didn't really move very much rhythm, these names, so got to be aware of that and trade accordingly, because today I did not do it and got punished for it for 700 bucks. Game plan going in tomorrow will probably just be extremely cautious unless it's clear signs of extremely a lot of strength, and then I might put the gas pedal down if it makes sense. But going into it, I just need to expect to be extremely cautious and not take those same risks I was taking today, because I got fucked because of it. So yeah, see you tomorrow. for a small green day. Peace.